Am I audible?
Yeah, Shankla.
Okay.
So now that we are done with Abhigya's session, we'll be starting with Shankla's session.
Okay. So guys, I really want you to be interactive. Please give the answers and let's begin then. Um, just a minute. Okay. I hope everyone is able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Okay, so let's start. Guys have been already told what is machine learning. So when somebody asks me what is machine learning, so in a very layman manner, what I explain them is like you have always written code to get a certain output. But what if we train the machines to give us a certain output? That is what is machine learning. Like it is clearly visible from the words machine learning, learning by the machine, right? So here's an example. He is Rachit. I hope you guys are able to see my cursor. Guys, I need your
Yes,
answer.
Shakla, it's
Yes,
visible.
yes, it's
Okay.
visible.
Thanks. Okay, so he is Rajat and he is a businessman and he invests in property. So now he either likes the property or he dislikes them. Now this is based on few factors. Location. So either the property is towards the city or in the outer area. It's developing stage. Either it is in developing or it is fully developed, and its area. Either it is in less area or more area. So these are the factors on which he either likes the property or dislikes them, right? Now here we have created a graph. So these are the few properties which he likes and these are the few properties which he dislikes. So we can clearly see that if the area is less and the property is towards the city, he tends to dislike them. And if it is in the outer area and the area is large, he tends to like them, right? Okay, so I have created our circles here. Okay, now you get a property A which is towards the city and is less in area. So guys, can you tell me, will Rajat like the property or dislike it? I hope everybody is not
He'll
sleeping.
dislike.
Okay, anybody else? Guys, I'm waiting for your answer. Are you mentioning it in the
He'll
chat box?
dislike.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, definitely you guys are right. He's going to dislike the property. Next comes property B. Now it is somewhere middle the location and somewhere middle in the area. So what do you think? He's going to like it or dislike it? Unmute yourself and say. Okay. Gunjan Thakur is saying
It can
he's
be
going to
both,
like.
I guess.
Okay. Depends. Aishwarya. Anybody else? Just three answers I've got. Okay, someone else can't say. Okay. Depends. Okay. So again, what I have done is I have created a circle over here. And we see that near around the property B, there are three properties which he has liked, and there's only a single property which he has disliked. So based on the maturity, we can say that he is going to like the property. Yes? So this is what is called K nearest neighbor algorithm. It is one of the famous algorithms in the supervised learning. Got it? Okay. So if the data is labeled, it is called supervised learning. Like in our previous example, the data was labeled as like or dislike. And if the data is unlabeled and the machine distinguishes the data, it is called unsupervised learning. Okay. So an example for unsupervised learning here is there are few given animals and birds. Now you need to cluster them, group them. How are you going to group them? Should I show my screen? you need to group these animals and birds into few clusters. How are you going to group them?
Animals don't have wings, but birds do, so we can cluster using that.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the factors. Grouping them using wings. Anybody else? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so it depends how many clusters you want. If you want 2 clusters, we could have easily grouped them into birds and animals. If you want 3 clusters, we could have grouped them in group with wings, group with 2 legs, and group with 4 legs. So this is what is unsupervised learning. Correct? Now you guys have to tell me, is this supervised learning or unsupervised learning? Wait, I'll show it again.
It's supervised learning.
Anybody else? Supervised, okay. As mammals, reptiles, here, Chiranjeev, you are absolutely right on the basis of number of legs, number of limbs, yeah. Okay, supervised, Gunjan has said, Chiranjeev has said supervised. Yes, you guys are correct, this is supervised learning because we are telling the machine that yes, this is an apple, right? So this is how ML works. We take the sample, as Abhigya has already told you, we take the data, we fit it into a model, and if the error is less and the result is according to us, we then put it on real data. We then predict using the real data model, and then we get the result. Right? You get it more clear? Okay, so first our step is collecting data. The data collection is the most important part in supervised or in machine learning. Okay, so guys, if you want, you can use Jupyter Notebook over here if you want to work along with me using new notebook, and here you get your Google Colab. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay, so here you can code your all the codes, right? I am using Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so importing data sets. So we have 2 ways of importing data sets. One is from the sklearn library. It is a library in Python, and you can import any data set. Here I have imported Iris. You can import any data set, right? Another form is importing through a URL. Like we have URL for the data. Okay, so I have here imported the data for diabetes. Okay, are you guys working with me? So should I post the URL? Okay, so I'll just show you guys how it is done. Right, so I have imported my pandas library. I have taken the data as in the form of DF, and I have seen.
Shankla,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but someone says that they need the URL.
Okay, Shivangi saying. Okay, just a minute. Okay, here it is. So what you have to do is you have to write import first pandas library, import pandas as PD, and then you have to write the command df equal to pt.read_csv. So it reads your file. With me? Okay, no problem, Shivangi. Okay, so the next step is data processing. Sometimes the data collected is in the raw form and it needs to be pre-processed. We definitely need to look at the values, whether if there is any missing value or there is something. So a very simple command for it is df.describe. Here you can easily describe your commands. You can see the count, all the values are given here, 768. That means no null value is there in our data. Mean standard deviation, minimum, first quantile, second, third quantile, and maximum. You need to have an insight of what data are you going to work with, right? So here are the names of the columns, and there are many more such commands where you can analyze your data. Okay. So the next step is divide the input data into training and test sets. We need to divide a data, like we need to train the data and the model learns on that data, and then we do the validation on the test data. Let me show you guys. Okay, so what I have done is, first we import from the library from sklearn.model_selection import train test splits. Then what I have done is I have taken these 7 rows as features and named them as X, and the Y is the outcome. So when you mention the values for these X, you will get the Y, right? So first I have splitted my data into X train, X test, Y train, Y test, and train test split. Okay, test size is 0.3. That means the train size is 70% and the test data test size is 30%. Random state equal to 1 is nothing, so that you and I get the same answer. That's why I've used the random state. Right now here I can see the shape of my X train. It is 537. We total have 768 columns, and out of that 30% is 537. So in my X train there are 537 columns and 537 rows and 8 columns. Sorry. Okay. The next step is building models with suitable algorithms and techniques on the training set. So there are several models. Okay, classification and regression, as Abhigya has already told you guys. Classification is to group it into a class, like it is an apple, it is a banana, or a mango, right? And regression is what height or what is the house price you're predicting. Like in the previous example I've showed you, that if this is an example of either he is going to like the property or he is going to dislike the property. There's nothing in between. The same as the difference is the regression. It can lie anywhere. So classification works on categorical data and regression works on continuous data. Now we have several supervised learning algorithms. Classification, regression, you guys already know. Now in classification comes naive-Bayes, k-nearest neighbor, decision tree, logistic regression, and many more. And in regression there comes linear regression and multi-regression. Okay, so how we make that? How we build the model? Okay, so again from the library we import. Here I have created the logistic regression model. You can create any model, whatever you want. Logistic regression, now I have named my model as log-red. I have fitted it on X train and Y train, and yes, we have then created a model, right? Now we need to test a model. Testing a conceptualized model with data which was not fed to the model. So we have worked on trained data. Now we test a model using the test data. How do we do that? We predict Y according to a model X test, and then we import these things. Okay, so the confusion matrix. Confusion matrix basically tells us this is false negative and predicted false, right? So 132 जहाँ पे diabetes 0 था और हमारा भी 0 निकला, so that is correct, right? And similarly for the 47, we predicted that the person is having diabetes, and the answer was also yes, the person is having diabetes, and these are the error values, right? Next comes classification report. Classification report has various factors: precision, recall, F1 score, support, accuracy. These you'll get to know as you proceed further. And then last we have accuracy score. So it is 77.4%, which is not too good and not too bad. Basically, you can't rely just on the accuracy score. Okay, I hope you guys got it. Next is examples. Amazon Echo relies on machine learning, and with more data, it becomes more accurate. These are all the examples where machine learning comes to play your favorite music, or to order a pizza from Domino's, or voice control your home, and even request rides from Uber. All these things is where machine learning plays an important role. Okay, so here it is, memes eating your phone memory. Almost 18,000 memes found. Can I somehow delete all of them without touching my personal photos? Can you guys Is machine learning going to help us? Anyone? Is machine learning going to help you here?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, Nidhi and Chiranjeev, you are absolutely right. Learning is definitely going to help us here. That's it. I hope you guys got it. If there's any doubt in middle, you can please ask. That was too quick, I guess.
So, Shrakla, as we are done with the session, I would request you to share the GitHub link for the Jupyter Notebook so that all of us who would like to review the stuff told, they would be able to do so.
Yeah, just a minute. I'll share this. Okay, guys, so here it is the GitHub link. Whatever code I have written and shown you is mentioned here. You guys can refer to it.
Yes, Chiranjeev, we would be posting it on the YouTube channel soon.
Thanks for the insightful session, Shankla. Does anyone have any other query?
So, okay, I guess we can wrap up with the session now. So, I would like to say ki, what was special about today's session and what would be special in the upcoming sessions is that these people who would be taking your sessions are someone you know, and they are from all of matlab, among from all of us, and I believe most of us would agree with the fact that learning becomes easier when it comes from someone whom we know and have a connection with. So this and in fact this is the very spirit of developer student club, where we learn from peers, that is peer to peer learning. So I guess this session must have proved somewhat useful to all of us, and yeah. So, lastly, I would like to thank everyone who joined us here, and I would like to thank Shankla and Abhigya for such great sessions. And we hope to see you guys again.
It was our pleasure, Garisha.